Okay, I think we should be live now. Okay, I think we should be live now. Okay, yep. It is working now. So, here we go. August recap. Um, let's get right into it. Um, this might be a bit of a longer video than the previous ones, but probably not by too much. So we will see. But yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start review our estimates for this month, see how we actually did. We got some more random stuff. And we'll set our estimates for the month of September. I will go over some future plans in regards to this series, and then finally some channel updates. That involves, Shaga Shinro and that stuff. That'll come at the end of this live stream, so stay tuned for that. But I think we should just go ahead and get started. So, starting off here, sorry, just gotta clear my throat quick. All right, August estimates. Here's what I was projecting for this month. Obviously, month of July here. Had a pretty bad July in that regard. Dropped to $381, but this time I was shooting for the big 500 mark. Pretty crazy. I was starting a year ago at $266, and now going for even $500 now. Pretty crazy. But that was the goal for this month, so we'll see in a minute if I actually did it or not. As for the net worth, I was projecting about a 3% increase, which is still quite a bit, actually. It might be less than a lot of these, but still a good amount. That would still be almost a little over $4,000. Yeah, because this is the month of August was one of 2 months this year that I got 3 paychecks. That's just kind of how it worked out. The other month was March, and that month I went up the best month I've ever had, 6.14%. So that was pretty crazy. So we'll see if I was able to replicate that or not. But going in, I didn't think I would be doing that good. So 3% was kind of a safe estimate, but I just went with it anyways. So yeah, and let's get right into the results. Starting off with the passive income, I did it. $521.46. That is an increase of 36.58%. That is the highest percentage increase I've ever had. Like, I've only had over 20 twice, but obviously, since I dropped so much into the month of July, this month was just such a huge increase, and I finally did it. I got to back in April and I got 465. I thought maybe I would have a chance to eventually hit 500, and I did it. Took quite a few months though, but I found a way to do it, and it wasn't even close. $21 over. It was so best month of passive income I have ever had. So that's good to see, and just good to see in general that it just keeps going up. But I'll get into some of the other stuff about it later. But yeah, just incredible month for passive income. Making $521 a month, just from doing nothing. Basically, that's pretty crazy. So I guess that's really about it for the passive income. Now for the net worth, obviously I was shooting for 3%. Um, you know, this month had potential to be really good. You know, as the month went on, it was starting to look better and better, and I got to a point where I was thinking maybe I could hit 5% this month somehow, and then just everything this month went right. It went great for the passive income, obviously, but everything went about as perfect as it could have for the net worth. I made a bunch of money on all three of my paychecks. I ended up not spending a lot of money this month as much as I was expecting to. You know, I just saved money. I made like 200 some dollars off of some stocks in the stock market, and all that has added up to an all-time record, the best month I have ever had. 6.31% increase here in the month of August, which puts us to 28.68% on the year, and absolutely obliterates our $140,000 goal for the year. We're at 143,456. That is an increase of, let me do the math here. Let me pull out a calculator. 143,456 minus 134,931. In this month, I made $8,525. $8,525, and that's when you subtract out all the expenses I had. You know, I had $1,000 some dollars worth of expenses, I think. So probably had like almost $10,000 in actual income, but obviously expenses took some of it out. But $8,500, that breaks this record for the month of March, which was, let me do the math on that one too, actually. Minus 121.95. $7,492. So by over $1,000, I basically smashed my records, both in terms of pure money numbers and in percentage numbers. 6.14% was my highest before. Now 6.31 here in the month of August. New record. And I said back here after this month, I didn't think I would ever beat that mark or get even 6% again, but somehow I completely I did it, and I did even better. So this kind of came as a huge shock. Like I said, I was kind of, as the month went on, I was thinking maybe I could hit 5% if everything works out, but somehow I ended up getting 6% and even more, almost 6 and a third basically. So that's, like I said, the goal was 25% at the end of the year and $140,000 by the end of the year, and we just smashed both of those already. And we're only 8 months into the year. We're at over 28% now, and over about $3,456 over the $140,000 goal. So where do we go from here? I think I'm just gonna set some short-term goals. You know, I'm not really gonna. I mean, I want to. I guess for now, what I'm looking forward to as of now is just let's break 30%. I'm not gonna have maybe a huge overarching goal. I mean, $150,000 by the end of the year. That would be really cool to achieve. It'd be tough to do, but I mean, you know, it's obviously possible, but I don't really know. I don't want to commit to that goal. So I'm just going to take it 1 month at a time right now. And, you know, however much I end up with, I mean, even if I don't hit 150,000, let's say I end up with 146,000, that's still $6,000 more than what my goal initially was. So, just an awesome month. It's our third 6% month, which is just insane. This year has been ridiculous. So, yeah, that was it for the month of August. By far the best month I have ever had. 6.31%. Best month out of the year for the net worth. Passive income, going into this year, I was hoping to hit $400, and now I hit 521. So best month of the year, without a doubt. And I doubt I will ever do better than this number again. I guess, hey, I said that last time, but I think we finally hit the ceiling of how good of a month I can have. Man. Okay, so random graphs. Okay. So let's start with our estimates. I pulled up this graph once or twice before in the past. So we hit our estimates 87.5% of the time. We've only missed twice, once in the month of March on the passive income and once in April on the net worth. That was the one bad month there. Kind of crazy to think about. If I didn't really mess up that month, I could have had another like $3,000-$4,000. I would be almost close. It could have been possible for me to hit $150,000 by the end of September if I hadn't messed that up. So that's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is, and we just got to move forward from it. But man, but I guess that shows how good of a year I've had, considering that I did have that really awful month, and I still have a chance to potentially hit $150,000 by the end of the year. But yeah, we've only missed two estimates. We've had 4 straight months now where we've beat all our estimates. So we're on a good roll, and just want to keep that up as much as possible. And, doing this is to help to, I guess, be able to predict my income and stuff. I find that really helpful. It's like when I can look at a month and, say, hey, I'm probably going to make about this much, or spend this much. And to be accurate at that, it really is helpful. It's really good for planning and stuff like that. So that's why I like to do that. Now, our next graph, chess puzzles. I put this graph at the end of the last the last recap. I think at the end of the July recap, I was at like 1,848, I believe, and now I'm up to 2,038. So that's almost $200, or not $200, 200 points of increase on this. My highest ever was 2,114. That was pretty good, but you can see I struggled a little bit along the way. Had a big drop off here towards the end of the month, but recovering, and I'm up over 2,000 now, so that's good. But just kind of random. This is kind of interesting for my passive income, the estimates versus the actual earnings that I have. So this is how much I estimated I would make that month, and that's how much I actually did. So in general, obviously this is the difference between these two numbers. So it's like this one I didn't really have estimates for, so that's why it's 0. This one I outperformed by my estimate by 13.66%. This is the month of March, the only one that I missed my estimate on, so I underperformed by 1.25%. This one, I beat it by 6%, 21%, which is kind of an outlier there. That one was kind of crazy. Plus 6%, plus 4%, plus 5%. And so the total average is, on average, I will beat my passive income estimate on any given month by approximately 7%. If you take out that 21% one, it drops down to like 5%, just because that is such an outlier. But still, even by 5%, that means I could make my estimates like 4% higher, and I would still hit them each time, which I guess, I don't know, it depends how you look at it. It could be, you could take that as saying I put my estimates too low. But in general, I try to put my estimates at something I'm happy with. Like, I would be happy achieving this much. And so I don't try to go too deep into it. But yeah, so overall, though, it shows we do pretty good. So yeah. And now I did the same thing here with the net worth. This one, Like February outperformed by 3%, March by 2%, April, yikes, down 6, underperformed by 6.19%, May by 2.31, June, July by 1%, and this month of August we outperformed by 3.30%, which on average is only 0.94%, which, about 1%. It was what we typically overperform by, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually is, considering now at this point where I have over $140,000, 1% is $1,400. So if I overachieve by 1% on a given month, that's an extra $1,400, which is kind of a lot. So makes sense why this number is a lot smaller. But I've done a good job here. April, the only month that I missed. But otherwise, typically do pretty decent job estimating and earning, actually. So seems with this, it seems I underestimate a little. This one, I still technically overestimate, but not by very much. So I do a good job there. But again, similar story. I try and just set an estimate of what I would actually be happy with making. So that's that. September estimates. So we just had this crazy all-time month, probably the best month I might ever have. How do we follow that up? Here in the month of September, starting with the passive income, I said at some point this passive income was going to drop off. I really thought it was going to be back in like May or June where it was going to start falling off because of cutting interest rates, but they kept delaying it, and I kept finding ways to improve my passive income and making more money to earn passive income on. And so after finally doing the unthinkable and smashing $500, I have an estimate set for $540, which is a gain of 3.55%. And I'm not going to spoil it here, while I kind of am, but doing some math and seeing how things are going to work out, I think that estimate's a bit too low. If you thought this month 521 was good, September is going to be absolutely insane. So just look forward to that. That's all I'm going to say. But I had set 540 a while back, so I'm just going to stick with that. But I might have a pretty good size overperformance. This is kind of uncharted territory here. Struggling to the higher 400s, and all of a sudden 521 and even higher for this next month. The drop's still going to come eventually, but when, I don't know. we're going to have to wait and see. But for now, we're just going to enjoy this while I can. Making over 500 a month is insane, so I'll take it as much as I can. But I think we're approaching the peak of passive income. So, that's crazy. So that's that for the net worth. Modest or minimal gain, I guess. 1.46%, it's still quite a bit. That would put us to $145,556. Puts us over 30.57% for the year, which I guess is really what I want to go for as my next sort of mini goal. Is let's get above 30%, because that's pretty crazy. So went for 1.46. We'll see how this month goes. Gonna have quite a bit of expenses, but I also should make a decent amount of money. I don't know. It's gonna be tough to tell, but I would say if I can hit even $145,000, I'd still say that's solid. So really, as long as I get over 1%, I'll be content with that. But obviously, I want to beat this estimate and push it as high as I can. So still gonna stay focused, and if I keep it up for these next few months, $150,000 by the end of the year might not be out of the question. So just gonna keep pushing. This month of August was a long month. But I fought through it, and it really paid off. So just looking to keep the grind going and do the same with September. done it for 8 months already. Time for month number 9. Almost 3/4 of the way through the year. But been an incredible year so far, but we got 4 months left and we got to finish the job. So just got to keep it up. So now our future plans with the passive income, like I said, interest rate cuts are coming starting September. And they'll probably come pretty frequently after that, every few months. So my interest rates are going to drop. With that being said, though, I did get my money into a CD for with my one bank, a good chunk of it that'll earn me at least $275 a month for the next 6 months. So that's through February of next year. So I'm guaranteed $275 at least each month, and then the rest of the money will probably just be whatever my interest rate is in my bank account, which at the moment is still above 4%. But as the interest rates drop, we'll just have to see how that goes. So I still think I can hit $400 most months till the end of the year. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Obviously, like before, there was a chance I did have 1 month below 400. That could happen again. But for the most part, I think I'm still going to do pretty good to finish this year out for passive income. But 2025, though, is after that CD ends in February. That's really going to be where it really starts to really go downhill after that, which leads me to a different option for income: investing. Gonna hold off on it for a bit here. There's a chance of a recession coming up in the future. If that does happen, then I definitely don't want to have all my money in the stock market before that happens. I want to do that after that happens, preferably. So, a little bit of uncertainty going on right now about that. So, gonna wait, till the CD ends. That way, either if there is a recession, I can then put my money into the stock market, or if there even isn't a recession, that when the market just sort of settles down and things kind of go back to normal, then I feel better about investing all that money into the stock market. So, because I just don't want to put all my money into the stock market and then have a big recession and lose like half of it. So, just trying to avoid that. But yeah, so investing, gonna hold off on that for a bit while the passive income is still good. 2025, been setting up or thinking of kind of just some ideas for goals for 2025. Preliminary goal, I guess 15% gain on the year, I'm thinking. That could be a tough goal, but we'll just have to see. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe between 10 and 15% for the year of 2025, which is a lot less than this year. But I feel like I'm going to be I don't really know. I don't know. We're going to see. It's going to be an interesting year, but I'm not thinking about it too much yet. We still got 4 months to go, but just getting an idea of how 2025 is going to look in terms of this series. But I think it's definitely going to be a tougher year than 2024. So we'll see. But just got to set myself up as good as I can for that year by doing good the rest of this year. Finally, channel updates. What we've all been waiting for. Shaogai Shinro. I'm like 25% done editing the final of the tournaments that I filmed. So, been a little slow at that, but I should hopefully have the last one edited sometime, maybe within the next month. I don't know. New series. I did some more filming for it yesterday, actually. Still no release date. Probably winter 2024/2025. I will be making a trailer probably once I finish editing this final Shaogai Shinro that I have filmed. I'll probably make a trailer for both of these, and then they'll start coming out. Shaogai Shinro Season 31. I have it set for the end of October. It's probably going to get delayed, probably into November. So just keep an eye on that. But I will make a trailer for both of them that will come out before. So release dates, like I said, Shogashino's probably getting delayed till November. And then, yeah, but a trailer should come before then, and then probably Shogashino, and then part of the new series, and then they'll continue to alternate releases. But that's that. Obviously, I started a shiny hunting series. Go check that out. And I might do another one, another live stream of that later today. But yeah, I'm just gonna go till I get that shiny Zigzagoon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's that. Epic month, just absurd. Really, these 3 months really just made this year insane. February, March, and August, just 6% months. That's 18% right there, and then these ones helping out. It's just been incredible, and like I said, we're already over our goal of $140,000, and I thought that was going to be a hard goal to get, but I've absolutely crushed it so far, and just looking to keep going. Made some pretty big mistakes along the way, but overall, just really have a chance to make this like the best financial year of my life for me. So just gonna try and keep it up. So that's it for this August recap. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.